Part 1. Introduction. Unlocking hidden wealth. Most people think investment only means a bank account, stock market, or buying property. But in reality, there are hidden opportunities in the Western world that ordinary people don't know about. These opportunities are what separates smart investors from the average person. Across the world, people spend most of their income, save a little, and then wonder how they will survive emergencies or retirement. But those who understand early that money makes money achieve financial freedom. In this video, we'll explore those hidden opportunities such as farmland investment, fractional real estate, peer-to-peer lending, carbon credits, digital real estate, and collectibles. We'll also reveal saving hacks like Roundup apps and cashback rewards. These strategies are not just for the rich. They're for anyone willing to start small and remain consistent. Part 2. The foundation of savings. Not just storing, but growing. There's a difference between saving and investing. Saving means keeping money safe for emergencies, while investing means placing money where it grows. In Western countries, the first step is always building an emergency fund. This should equal 3 to 6 months of expenses, kept in a safe, easily accessible account. After that comes the High Yield Savings Account, HYSA. These accounts offer higher interest rates than regular savings accounts and are widely available in the US and UK. Savings should be seen as a parking area, not the final destination. Real wealth begins when those savings are put into investments. Still, everyone needs a safety net for unexpected events. Part 3. The magic of compound interest. Money that makes money. Warren Buffett once said, "My wealth comes from living in America, some lucky genes, and compound interest." Compound interest is the hidden force most people underestimate. It's like planting a seed that grows into a tree, which then produces more seeds. For example, if you invest just $100 every month with an average return of 8% annually, in 20 years that could become hundreds of thousands of dollars. The secret is not the amount, but time. Those who start early, even with small sums, end up with significant wealth. In the West, retirement plans, 401ks, and mutual funds are all powered by this principle. Yet many ignore it, thinking small savings don't matter. The truth is, small steps arrow big results. Part 4. Roundup apps, small change, big wealth. In the US and Europe, a new trend has emerged. Roundup investment apps like Acorns or Moneybox. Here's how they work. If you buy a coffee for $4.50, the app rounds it up to $5 and invests the extra 50 cents. You don't even notice the difference, but over time, those cents add up to thousands of dollars. It's a psychological trick. Since we ignore small amounts, we don't feel like we're investing. But in reality, this method quietly builds wealth. This is especially powerful for young people who don't have much to invest yet. In the West, these apps are becoming popular, but in other parts of the world, this idea is still unknown. Part 5. Cashback and rewards, saving while spending. Normally, when we spend money, it's gone. But in the West, there's a hidden trick: cashback and reward systems. Credit cards, shopping apps, and online platforms give 1 to 5% back on every purchase. This money can go directly into your account or savings fund. Most people see it only as a discount and ignore it. But if you collect and invest your cash back every year, it can grow into a large sum. Example: if someone earns $1,000 in cashback yearly and invests it in the stock market, it can turn into hundreds of thousands over 20 years. It's a secret pathway, where spending also creates saving. Part 6. Farmland investment. Land that grows gold. A powerful but lesser-known investment in the West is farmland. Over the past 50 years, farmland prices in the US and Canada have steadily increased. Food is a necessity, and land is limited. This makes farmland an inflation-proof asset. The challenge is that buying land requires huge capital. But now, platforms like Farm Together and AcreTrader allow ordinary people to invest small amounts and still own shares in farmland. The benefits? 1. Annual rent or profit from farmers using the land. 2. Long-term land value appreciation. Farmland is often called green gold. With global population growth, food demand will never stop, making this one of the safest long-term investments. Part 7. Fractional real estate. Owning a piece of big property. Real estate has always been profitable, but in Western countries, property prices are sky high. Enter fractional real estate. Instead of buying an entire building, you purchase a fraction. Platforms like Fundrise or Realty Mogul allow you to invest as little as $500 or $1,000 in large properties worth millions. You earn income through rent and appreciation without the need to buy the whole property. This model is growing fast in the US and UK and is called the democratization of real estate. Property ownership is no longer just for the rich. Part 8. Peer-to-peer lending. Banking without banks. Banks have always been the middlemen for lending, but technology has changed that. In the West, peer-to-peer P2P lending has emerged. Platforms like Lending Club, US, or Zopa, UK, allow people to lend money directly to others and earn interest. Advantages: higher returns compared to traditional bank deposits, accessible with smaller amounts. Risks: borrowers may default. But these platforms check credit histories and scores to minimize risk. This is a hidden investment model, gaining popularity quickly in Western countries. Part 9. Collectibles and rare assets. Passion that becomes wealth. Did you know a sneaker or a trading card could be worth millions? This is the world of collectibles investment. In the US and Europe, rare sneakers, trading cards, and comic books have skyrocketed in value. Example: a Michael Jordan sneaker once bought for $500 now sells for over $500,000 at auction. Platforms like Rally or Otis let you invest fractionally in these rare assets. Yes, it's risky because the market is volatile, but the rewards can be huge. What most people see as just a hobby, smart investors turn into wealth. Part 10. AI startups. The next big treasure. Artificial intelligence is the fastest growing field today. Billions have already been invested in the past 5 years. Tech giants like Microsoft, Google, and Nvidia are pouring money into AI. But ordinary people can also invest in AI-related companies and funds. AI is transforming industries: healthcare, drug discovery finance, fraud detection education, online learning transportation. Self-driving cars. Investing in AI startups now is like investing in internet companies in the 1990s. Those who bought early in Amazon or Google are millionaires today. The same could happen with AI. Part 11. Green energy. Investing in a cleaner future. The world is moving away from fossil fuels toward eco-friendly energy. Climate change has forced governments and corporations to shift to green energy. Solar power, wind energy, and electric vehicles are becoming massive industries. Tesla started the revolution, but now dozens of companies, Rivian, NIO, BYD, are in the game. Western investors often focus only on real estate or stocks, but green energy funds and stocks are gold mines. Governments also offer subsidies and tax breaks. Alongside this is the rise of carbon credits, a trillion-dollar market of the future. Investing early in this sector can create tomorrow's billionaires. Part 12. Space economy. Opportunities beyond Earth. One of the most exciting frontiers is the space economy. Private companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Rocket Lab are transforming space exploration. Future opportunities. 1. Satellite internet, e.g. Starlink. 2. Space mining for rare minerals. 3. Space tourism for civilians. These aren't just science fiction. Many of these companies are open for public investment. Like the internet boom of the 90s, today's space investors could see enormous future returns. Part 13. Healthcare and biotech, investing in human lives. Aging populations in the West mean more demand for healthcare, medicines, and technology. Healthcare and biotech is becoming one of the most powerful industries. Companies like Pfizer and Moderna developing vaccines, biotech startups creating cancer treatments, genetic engineering and artificial organs. Investing here is not just profitable, it saves lives. Early investors in Moderna, for example, saw huge returns during the pandemic. Hidden gems lie in smaller biotech startups that could become giants tomorrow. Part 14. Carbon credits. The new gold governments issue carbon credits to companies that reduce pollution or use green energy. These credits can be bought and sold like currency. This market was only worth billions in 2020, but is expected to reach trillions by 2030. Platforms now allow individuals to invest in carbon credits. Just like stocks decades ago, early movers here will reap the biggest benefits. Part 15. Side hustles. Turning spare time into wealth. In the West, a huge trend is side hustles, earning extra income alongside your job. Examples: YouTube channels, educational or entertainment, e-books and online courses, selling knowledge, freelancing on Upwork or Fiverr, affiliate marketing for commissions. These aren't just hobbies. They're powerful sources of passive income. An e-book written once can earn royalties for years. Side hustles are hidden investments in yourself, requiring effort, not capital. Those who take them seriously often achieve financial independence. Part 16. Digital real estate. Owning the internet. Traditional real estate is physical property, but in today's world, digital real estate is booming. Websites, blogs, online stores, and domain names are the new properties. A simple $10 domain like Hotels.com later sold for millions. Platforms like Flipper let you buy and sell websites. If a site generates traffic and ad revenue, its value skyrockets. The best part, you don't need huge capital. With a few $100s, anyone can start. Digital real estate is a hidden opportunity often ignored by average people. Part 17. Alternative currencies. Beyond dollars and pounds. The financial world is no longer limited to traditional currencies. Cryptocurrencies have opened new doors. Bitcoin and Ethereum created millionaires in the last decade. Yes, it's volatile, but big corporations are now investing too. Safer options include stablecoins like USDT or USDC, pegged to the dollar. These are becoming mainstream for online transactions. Most still see crypto as gambling, but early adopters know it's the future of money. Part 18. Smart budgeting rules. Managing money wisely before investing. One must manage income wisely. In the West, several smart budgeting formulas exist. 1. 50-30. 20. Rule 50% equals needs. Rent, food, bills. 30% equals wants, travel. Shopping, 20% equals savings and investments. 2. 70-20-10. Rule 70% equals traditional investments. 20% equals emerging trends. 10% equals high-risk assets. These rules look simple, but create massive differences. Rich people follow them strictly, while average people ignore them. And that's what separates financial freedom from struggle. Part 19. Case Studies. Stories of success. Stories speak louder than theory. Let's look at 2 real-life examples. 1. An American man. He saved just $5 a day and invested it in an index fund for 30 years. By age 50, he was a millionaire, all thanks to compound interest. 2. A British woman. She invested £1,000 in fractional real estate. 10 years later, property appreciation and rental income secured her retirement. These stories prove that small, consistent actions build life-changing results. Part 20. Conclusion. Today's decision, tomorrow's freedom. Investment isn't magic. It's discipline. Those who plan and invest wisely achieve financial freedom. Hidden opportunities like farmland, fractional real estate, P2P lending, carbon credits, digital real estate, and AI startups may sound unfamiliar today, but tomorrow they will be mainstream. Remember the 3 golden rules. 1. Start early. 2. Start small. 3. Stay consistent. Today's small sacrifice is tomorrow's peace and freedom. Call to action. If you found this video useful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with friends so we can all move toward a better financial future.